Go up. And they stay there, and they stay there, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win. Hey everybody, come on in the room. We are live. Getting our set up here. You guys come on in, start tagging some people that you know. Hold on, it's not going live. Okay, we are now live. We are letting all I do is win, no matter what. Money on my mind, I can never give it up. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they stay there. You want to join me? Hello. We're waiting on the fellas. You guys, we have some special guests coming in tonight. So first and foremost, I want to thank you for tuning in to Thursday Night Cream, where credit rules everything around me. Tonight, we have the extraordinaire. This is Shanita Lynn, our friend. And I think we're going to talk about some reparations tonight. You want to do that?
You know, that's my subject. So
you know that's your
talk about that.
Let's talk about that.
All the time.
Yes. So go ahead and start tagging some people and share the podcast. We're going to talk about reparations. We're also going to talk about, of course, wealth, money, credit, and what to do with it when we get this reparations. Where are you going to put it? What are we going to do with it? You know, so we want to talk about that. And we're also going to be talking about a little bit about real estate. We've been running into a lot of problems where a lot of people are actually losing their homes due to foreclosure. We're talking about rich other kind of people. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if that's a problem or what, but if it starts up there, imagine what's going to happen when it reaches us. I won't say we're at the bottom of the totem pole, but we're not as high as they usually are. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, wealthy and not wealthy is what we have today.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So you would say the upper class. We did have the upper class, middle class, and the lower class, but that's no longer. The middle class really has to make a decision. So it's either the upper class or the lower class. So middle class is really who we want to reach out to start, make that decision on where you want to be in life, where you want to be with your finances, and where you want to be with your mindset. We are giving Multi-Millionaire a few more minutes to come on into the building, literally in the building. So toast to exit. So, yep, thank you. My name is Kimberly Connor with Kim's Credit Leverage, where I teach you how to leverage what you have in order to get what you desire. Alexa, stop. Thank you. Okay, so, yep, go ahead and introduce yourself, my sister.
Shanita Lynn, your friend here, also known as Shanita Davis, the financial consultant with Novate.
Period.
Yes.
So yeah, we're super excited to be here. We just got back actually this week from Atlanta, where we went to an amazing event and where we actually are doing a reveal of a lot of things that our company is getting ready to roll out. I really don't want to let the cat out the bag, but it has to do with finances. I'll just put it like that. Shanita was in the building and she actually got a spot to speak in Atlanta for Juneteenth. How cool is that? Tell them what you're going to talk about.
Yeah. Well, since I have been a reparationist for about 3 years, learning all that I can about how Black Americans should and will receive the money, the land, the what they're due for all of the atrocities that have gone on in this country for years, and those atrocities have affected us to today, causing us not to have generational wealth. So since that is the case, and we see that this bill has moved forward in California, and it has moved forward in New York.
So from one coast to the other. So imagine it coming all together, full flow.
Yeah. So we know that it's only a matter of time, because it's too many people have received reparations for atrocities. So it's not anything new. But what will we do with reparations when we get them is the issue. Will we build generational wealth? Or that's the question.
Or will we throw it back into the economy that didn't give a crap about us in the first place?
Exactly.
So yeah, I'm totally with you on that. That is a big debate on what to do when you get it. First of all, it starts with the mindset, right? If we were conditioned not to know how to deal with money, when we get all this money, everybody's going to be buying the Lamborghini and the Louis Vuittons, knowing darn well you didn't have them in the past. You know what I'm saying? So I really want to put it out there, guys. We need to stop trying to look rich and become rich. You know?
If we remember that all of those names are last names. Gucci is a last name.
Louis Vuitton.
Right. Those are all last names. So what you're actually doing is supporting somebody else's family when you buy a name. So you want to figure out how you're going to leave a legacy for your family. That's what we should do, instead of having that attitude that has been passed down to us. Nobody left anything for me, so I'm not going to leave anything for my family. No, we have to change that. I want things to be better for my future, for my children.
Right.
So learning, now that I've met all of the different benefits of being a part of Nove, I want to share that as a solution to the problem that we do have as far as having financial intelligence in our community.
Oh, I like that word, financial intelligence. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. So yeah, and another thing that we're really gonna dig deep into as well, Shanita and I, is life insurance. That's another conversation that we don't have around the round table. That's why I wanted to, have our meeting at the round table today, so that we could really start implementing and talking about some things that we really need to talk about around the dinner table. Yeah. With their children, with their grandchildren, with your mom, with your grandma, and stuff like that. Like, what are we going to do here, and stop being afraid to talk about life insurance. I think a lot of us don't like to talk about life insurance because they think it's taboo. They think, if we talk about life insurance, somebody's out to get me or I'm going to die,
Yeah, I had someone say that to me. They're like, somebody might try to take me out. It's like,
we're going to die.
True, but we have to realize that it's not set up that way. Insurance only benefits the person that you have named as the beneficiary. So if you feel like, if you leave your grandchild or your daughter or your, nobody in your family is going to want to see you die.
Right.
Nobody wants to benefit off of a family members that they want you here. But if it's untimely, unexpected, because it can happen to anybody.
Yes.
Anyone can lose their life. That is what insurance is for. I mean, do you value your car more than your life? You have insurance on your car.
Wow. And your iPhone.
Right. But not on your life.
And this is just another form to start leaving our kids buildings and legacies and not bills. You know what I mean? Exactly. Who's going to take care of you in the event that you do pass away? Your funeral arrangements, your estates, your cars, your homes. Who's going to take care of that? Or would you rather it go to probate and have your kids fight over it? I know me, for one, my grandma's 94. She hasn't, all of her kids have passed on before her. So now we're the grandchildren. We're next in line. I'm like, Grandma, we really need to have this conversation. She's like, well, I don't want to have this conversation until we all get together. I'll do it later. Grandma, you're 94. you're 94. And I'm the eldest grandchild, just let me know and I'll pass along the word or whatever you need us to do. But it's definitely a conversation that we need to have. So we wanted to talk about not only does credit rule everything around me, we would say that I think that life insurance is a form of credit. You know what I'm saying? Because you're borrowing against your life.
You can. I mean, in your policy, when you build up cash value, different policies give you different amounts that you can build up fast or slower. But we learned recently about the IUL, the Index Universal Life policy, where your money is compounded. You get compounded interest on your money that's in actually invested. And what it means when it means index, it means that you can't lose any money.
So when we go through a recession and everything starts to plummet, we won't lose any money. I mean, in a bank, like my bank only gives me 0.001% interest. I remember when I was a kid and I started my bank account when I was working, at age 17, it was 5% interest back then. That was a long time ago. So that's nothing, up to $1,000, you get a penny on every thousand of dollars that you have in the bank. But mind you, your money's not just sitting in the bank. The bank is using your money to make them more money. So why not invest it in yourself and have yourself accumulate that value that you're really worth?
And the great thing about us, one moment, everyone, someone's at the door.
Who's coming in?
Is it the person that we've been expecting?
Hello, come on in. We are live.
We are having a meeting at the round table because we're talking about discussions that we should talk about at the dinner table. Okay.
Hi.
All right. Let's see how we gonna set up here. Calvin Allen is in the house, y'all.
Good to see you.
Hola.
Yes.
Where you want me? I stand right here all day.
Okay.
Yo, what up, y'all? We live?
We like.
We live? Let's get it.
Let's see. You good back there?
They can just hear my voice.
Okay.
So far, we do have people coming in on YouTube and Facebook. We're live. We know we've been a little absent these last couple of weeks. We've been moving and grooving and whatnot. But anyway, so go ahead and finish what you're talking about, sis.
I was talking about how insurance, when you invest in the IUL, you can take cash value that it's compound interest. That's what we were kind of talking about with the IUL. The great thing about Facebook is if you have any questions, you can contact us right here. You can send a message to us. Let us know what questions you have, and hey, we'll be glad to answer your questions.
So we have Calvin Allen in the house.
Yo.
So go ahead and introduce yourself. We already know you're known worldwide. You know what I'm saying?
As long as God knows me, that's the greatest person that need to know me. My name is Calvin Allen, also known as Multi-Millionaire Cal, Credit Cal. I'm glad to be back, for real. Like, I am glad to be back. I'm glad to actually be, and not just be back, right? But I'm actually alongside you guys, right? Like you guys was on a vacation. Well, I ain't gonna say vacation, but you guys was on the road here a bit. a little bit, right? So we all back in the city, you know what I mean? Back in the States. So I'm happy that everybody is back. But man, I got some good information. I know you guys got good information. It just been a lot of abundance and a lot of things that's been going on around me. And I just want to pour it off and give it to the people and just say, take it and run with it and what we're going to do with it, right? What we're going to do with it, take it and run with it, but what we're going to do with it, right? So hopefully that's what we're going to do with it, take it and run with it.
Let's take it and run with it. As a matter of fact, I know that you did email me a lot of stuff that you want to share to the public. I did not get a chance to download that, but if we, go ahead and mention it. And if they want it, they can go ahead and hit you up in your inbox or hit me and I'll be more than happy to send it to them.
So basically what I have, if you guys don't know, I've been super heavy on business credit, right? If you got an LLC, you've been had an LLC, you're trying to start an LLC, it's super important to understand how to leverage business funding, right? So I put together about 30 first tier vendors for you guys.
Not one, not two,
Yeah,
not
30 of them for sure. You can click the link. I probably can copy and paste and probably put on here. You guys can click the link, go directly on there. A lot of these vendors I got in contact with here in the last couple of weeks, and they are amazing, right? Because you need vendors to actually start reporting to your business credit, right? To your business credit report, right? And once they start reporting to your business credit report, then now you start getting this paydex score, and the paydex score shows other people all over the world, other businesses, other lenders, that you are credible to actually pay the money back for the product that you use. And once you start doing that, guys, now we go to the second tier, third tier, fourth tier, fifth tier. Once you enter to the fourth and fifth tier in business credit, now you start getting 300,000, 400,000. You start getting hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? And in what I'm showing you guys is the first tier of vendors. But the good thing about it is, y'all, it's say first tier, what I'm gonna give it to you, but really all you need is about 6 or 7 of them, right? 6 or 7 of them that's reporting, and that automatically is going to kick you up to about the 4th or 5th tier, because the ones that I'm giving you guys is actually, I would say right now, top 100. These are the top 30 vendors that you can get that's actually reporting. If not to all 3 credit bureaus, business credit bureaus, they're reporting to 2 of them. And I can talk about probably one of them right now that I know I just did from experience, and it was pretty dope.
Mm-hmm. And who is that?
Now this is called the credit. I mean the Biz Credit.
BIZ.
Yeah, BIZ.
Mm-hmm.
And the Biz Credit, I'll probably see if I can pull up the link. The Biz Credit is dope because they give you a trade line, right? On your business, and it has nothing to do with you personally. The whole objective for them is to actually receive a payment for you. So you know, like a lot of these other vendors that we have, right? Like the Quill, the Uline, and all that.
Mm-hmm.
You got to buy their product, right? So they give you a credit line for you to buy their product. What if you don't want to use their product, right? What if you like, well, I got your trade line, right, but I don't want to use your product.
Mm-hmm.
You know, or you probably didn't use their product once or twice. You can't keep using their product. You don't need it, right? So it's like, all right, I got this trade line for what? The Biz Credit is super dope, is because it's a real trade line. You don't have to use their product. They're not selling product. They literally give you a trade line. Mm-hmm. So basically, they give you $2,500 guaranteed, right? $3,500. You could pull it up to guaranteed. $5,000 guaranteed trade line. But the objective is, right, you have to make a monthly payment to them. So I want to say, to get $2,500, just report it on your trade line, which is good, right? Mm-hmm. Right now, y'all, if y'all go and y'all get the Biz Credit right now for $11, well, it might be like $11.95. So $12 a month can get you with no personal guarantor. You ain't got to use your personal credit. No, I just did this yesterday. I promise y'all, it's 100% work. Why? Because you paying a monthly fee to actually get a trade line.
Right. And that's what you need to do anyway. To start building your credit, right?
So I got it. So on this first tier vendors, y'all, I got 30 of these, right? Listen, I mean, and
first tier?
Yeah, this is the first tier. But because you mess around, and if I give you all 30 of them and you pick at least 8 to 10 of them, right? I know I said 7 or 8 earlier, but you at least pick at least 8 of them, mm-hmm, and you apply for them and you get approved, then that's automatically going to bump you up to about your 4th, 5th tier, mm-hmm, immediately. Why? Because with the Biz, their whole purpose is to actually report, and they report to Washington. They got 4 credit bureaus in the business world. The other one we really don't talk about, and that's Credit Score. Credit Score is another business monitoring system, but we really don't hear about that. But they report to Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, Equifax, and Credit Score. So the Biz report to 4 different credit bureaus in your business. Oh, so that was the first one I did. It might be on the list that I give you guys. That might be the first one I gave you.
So what are the qualifications?
Just sign up and make a monthly payment. So basically, like I said, and it's that easy, y'all. I swear, it's that simple. The qualifications is, if you really want to get a trade line, all you got to do is make monthly payments. You ain't got to. This not a yearly, none of that. You can cancel whatever you want to, but the moment you cancel, you don't have that trade line no more.
Okay, but we're working with your EIN,
Yeah,
guys.
EIN
Keep that
only.
in mind.
Yeah, and that is EIN
Because
only.
I don't want people to go in there and try to apply with your social security number.
Nope.
We're talking business
You
credit.
don't even have to put your social security number in. It's business credit only, right? Business.
So no past credit scores required.
None of that. No,
Okay.
they don't look at that. No bank requirements. No statements. No W-2s. None of that. Only thing that their whole purpose, right? They came out 2020. And then the whole COVID hit, the pandemic hit. So 2021 is really when they start coming up, like, and everybody started talking about it. But their whole purpose was to actually lend out money, but they needed money to, like, when they first started, they needed money. So a lot of people wasn't lending out no money in the business world. So they like, well, you know what? This is the problem that we need to solve too within ourselves. We can't find lending, right? We can't find funding. So how do I come up with something that I can't even find? They found the answer. So in this, they found the answer. So now they are a lending company that only lends. Watch it. You can't go spend the money, but the money is reporting on your trade line. That's the whole thing. Like what everybody,
That's okay.
And that's dope, right? Because now, so for $12, you get $2,500 trade line. I want to say for $20, you get $3,500. For $40,
25. And what?
12 is 25. 20, I want to say is $3,500. Now this is a month. $40 a month will get you a $5,000 trade line. Cancel whatever you want to. My thing is, once you have it, if you 50, what was it? $40. 40 times 6 is what? 240. 240, right? So if you got $240, I know everybody got their income taxes or whatnot. $240 for 6 months, I have your business looking like it got $5,000, and that's good on your business credit, right? $5,000. I would even say let's do a little bit simpler, right? Let's start off with like $12, right? $12 a month for 2 months. After those 2 months, go to the $20 a month. $3,500. After 2 months, go to the $40 a month.
So you're gradually building.
So it make it look like you gradually build, like somebody is trusting you to actually increase your credit line. And every 2 months, the other people don't have to know that, but that's a good system. Some people might want to start with $5,000, and I say that's good. But if you really want these people to look at you and say, you know what, I can give them some money because somebody else will give them some money, do that.
Oh, I have a question.
Go ahead.
Okay, so a question just came over. You know how in the beginning stages of building your business credit on those tiers, they say get like at least 6 to 8 vendors, right? So if we do one lump sum, would we need those 6 to 8 vendors?
I would still say
You
yes.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would still say yes. Why? It's because now you got 68 different people reporting on your credit, and that looks stronger.
Right.
All 4 of us go in the room into a bank and open up a business that look way better than one of us, right? They're like, oh, 4 different businesses coming in here. So my thing is it's anointing in numbers, right?
Oh, yeah.
There's power and authority in numbers. So the more you get, the better,
right?
Because now you got to think, if you got 6 to 8 vendors reporting a month, come on, man, that's dope, right? That's dope. So it's like in 2 months, you automatically can get to the 4th, 5th tier. You see what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, with these vendors that I'm giving you guys, all you gotta do is get a lot of the vendors, about 8 of them, and allow 8 of them to report to you, and do that for about 6 months. After 6 months, guess what? I can guarantee you can go and walk into a bank, maybe before that, but guarantee in 6 months you could go walk into a bank and go get funded and get what you really want for your business, and continue on funding your business.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that. So you guys, I did put it in the comments right there, the biz credit.
I'm about to put it up too for us.
And Calvin's going to pull it up as well. So thank you.
You did that from your phone?
I did.
Oh, hold on. I'm about to see you this then. So can you put it on here? I don't know how to do that.
Right.
That is dope.
Go to your Facebook, your live Facebook.
Teach me right now.
And then just type it in there. So yeah.
Do we have a link? Sorry, on the shirts and Monty.
You could share it from here if you like.
I'm about to send you guys the information that I was just talking about. Now, this is only for the people who are really established, you know what I mean, as a business. If you ain't already established as a business, then you want to get with one of us, and you want to get the information on how to create your LLC properly, so therefore we can get you the proper funding that you need. So this step right here that I'm giving you, the information I'm giving you, is only for the people who have a business already established, and you looking to actually get vendors because you're having a hard time with actually building business credit. So this information is for the people who have a business and they're looking to get business credit with the vendors. I got 30 vendors I'm gonna be sending you guys. Hold on one moment. I'm gonna put it in the chat right now.
Let me text it to you. That'll be easy.
Let us know where y'all chiming in from. You got any questions, concerns, complaints? Congratulations. Let us know. It's graduation, right? A lot of people graduating this year.
0247.
Okay.
Y'all don't be creeping up on them if you heard that number. But anyway, so while we're doing this, go ahead and introduce yourself, PCD.
Hey, everyone. My name is Denarius Spence, and I'm with Cal. I actually been on here before, actually.
Yeah.
Second time, so that means I'm doing something right?
Yep.
Right.
For sure. So what we're doing, is we're having a meeting, at the round table. We're doing some masterminding. We're here with multi-millionaires. We're here with business owners. We're here with people that want to excel. And Calvin just dropped a whole book right there. So you guys check it out.
Yeah, go check out that information, y'all. The information is for the people, like I said, if you already have a business.
That's the whole book.
Yeah, if you already got a business, and you're looking to get the vendors so you can get business credit. Start getting credit. These vendors is A1. I got about 100 of them, but out of 100, I picked my top 30. My top 30 that I've been looking into. Some of them I actually called and I got, so I know from experience. The other ones I just called and they said the exact same thing. Other reviews and it pretty much panned out that they are who they are. You know what I'm saying? So, and another reason why I dropped these vendors is because these vendors is reporting to these 2 out of the 3 credit bureaus. And the main ones we really want to report to is Dun & Bradstreet and Experian.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Those are the main 2 that you really want anybody to report to in your business credit.
Absolutely. So you guys go ahead and take a screenshot of that, take a picture, write it down. You definitely want to follow up with these, I'm going to say, leads that Calvin's giving.
These are leads. You're exactly right. And if y'all want to, right, do me a favor, DM me and I could just send me your email. It'd probably be better if I send it through via email. Because it's all clickable.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, everything's so how I got it right there is all scrammed up. It looked real neat and so you could just click on it and go on the website and then now apply for your business credit right then and there.
Awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. And we also we've been going through a few things here lately, Multi-Millionaire Cal, which is one of the reasons why I invited Shanita Lynn. Well, you actually told me to invite her.
Yeah.
Well, she's over here all the time. Anyway, nevertheless, we're going through some things and we're reaching out to people that are suffering with foreclosure. And what we were talking about earlier is that we found that a lot of these are rich white people.
You can say it out loud. It's true. Go ahead and say it out loud.
A lot of rich white people are actually going through foreclosure, guys, millionaires. You know what I'm saying? So what we're thinking is if it's hitting them at the top, imagine, it's our turn now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to throw no salt, no shade or whatever. But if they're up there struggling and we're up here and succeeding and excelling like we've been, our turn is now. That's why she was talking about reparations. Our turn is now. So go ahead and get the gems and let's start, securing the bag as we should. It is our turn. It is our turn. It is our turn. That's all I have to say.
I think it's been our turn. We just now stepping in place for it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like once we step in our rightful place of what our ownership really is, then it's like, I don't know. Like I was telling D, it's almost like nature to me, right? Because now at this time, I feel like everything I was supposed to be doing, I'm doing, and everything that I'm doing, I was meant to do. So, and it's like, now I don't feel like, because he's told me, he's like, yo, you got the hard work to do it. I don't feel like this hard. It's challenging, but it's super dope because I know what my real intentions is and how God laying it out for me. Nobody can take this.
Wait, I want to hear, what's your elaboration on hard?
Basically, I was saying, like, for people like Cat, he laying the foundation and he making it easy for people to follow behind. So leaders.
I see what you're saying.
Leaders, like, they get the hardest work because they life always on the front foot. So that's why I applaud him for that.
Oh, right. I applaud him for that.
Now, that coming from that point of view, because the way I be telling other people and stuff be happening so fast, that is easy for y'all. Because I'm like, I don't never go through that. My stuff be hard, y'all. It do, but I don't look. I ain't never afraid. I mean, for what? What's the purpose?
Right. Yep. I agree.
So what y'all got? What y'all got for foreclosure? Let's get it in. Whatever we can. Email. Yes, email, please. Send me your email, and I could just send it
Hey,
to you.
Rashida.
Yep. So what we were talking about is, we were actually given these or whatever for credit repair, but by that point, it's too late for credit repair, right? So they're like, well, we're about to go through foreclosure within the next week or two.
Okay.
So what would you suggest they do if they're about to go into foreclosure? And I know that foreclosure is like 4 months behind on your mortgage, guys. So would you suggest that and then their credits is low, so they can't apply for a loan to save or pay and get them caught up? Would you suggest they get a brother or a sister or a child and maybe get a loan to hurry up and pay for their thing? Or would you say to go ahead and just sell it? What would be the option for them to get out of there?
So for me, in my experience, the best option is do whatever you feel like you need to do, right? But for me, honestly, I would say sell it, because you can't build nobody credit up, right? And I ain't gonna say can't, because it can happen. But with these people, with foreclosures, because we buy a lot of them, with foreclosures, these people, first of all, they're not in pre-foreclosure. They're already foreclosed.
Mm-hmm.
So that's already in motion. They like what we call in the real estate world or in the investing world, they're in the 11th hour. You got 12 hours. They midnight and it's over for them. You know what I'm saying? So they in crunch time. Like you said, they got a couple of months, and they on their last leg. So what happened is they in a rush to do something, and credit ain't gonna be the credit is not what they're looking for. Their credit is jacked up, probably. You know what I mean? That's why they're in foreclosure. Their credit is jacked up. So you trying to give them credit like this? I'll probably be saying this for the rest of my life, because if you grab the key to this, y'all, this is super important. Once we learn how to sell the problem that we are solving and not the product, what happened is a lot of people is trying to sell the product, but they don't understand the problem that these people have. The problem that these people have, your product can't fix right now.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta sell a solution that can fix their problem now.
Mm-hmm.
What's the solution that could fix a foreclosure, a homeowner's foreclosed home right now? Is buying it, right? It's buying it, right? Buying it, and then after you buy, right, now you try to get them in some type of what you gonna do with the money. Now you going to pay to go get your credit fixed. You see what I'm saying? And we got classes, we got people who can actually teach you and put you through a 6 month to a year program to actually allow you to start rebuilding your credit to where now when you want to go get your next home, you got the credit to go put that little down payment that we just paid your house off with.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's a solution I would come up with when I'm buying these people houses on foreclosures. I wouldn't know. I already know credit is a problem, and it's nothing that they can do with credit right now.
Not right now.
Not saying that they don't need credit. That's a slower process. But the faster process is these people, you got to think, when their house go immediately for a foreclosure, their credit is really shot.
So
save them before their credit get all the way shot now.
Would you be dealing with the banks or the people personally?
Both.
Okay.
And the reason why I say that is because if it's in foreclosure, it's the banks now. It's no longer the people. The people just stand there.
They wouldn't get any money.
No,
it's just that it won't show up as a foreclosure on their credit.
Now it all depends, because now remember I told you in the foreclosure, and these good questions. In the foreclosure, you have what we call 12 hours, right? They on the 11th hour. So in the 11th hour, we can do what we call a short sale. That means we can buy the property for a way lesser discount than what they was even trying to sell it for.
So you just want to know what bank they're dealing with.
Exactly. But and the bank only want what their minimum is. Now, let's just say they owe $200,000, right? Or they're in debt $200,000, but it's worth this, and whatever the bank is owed, the bank only want what is owed. The bank might be only owed $150,000, but these people want $200,000, so they can keep $50,000. At this time, you go directly to the bank and you just a short sale, and it's all the way legal. You undercut them because there's nothing they can do. And now now what you try to do is, I won't give you $200,000, I give you $165,000. You play with, you negotiate it, right? Because you know for a fact you can go to the bank and buy for the $150,000.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So if anything, you might want to be kind of harder and say, look, I could give you $15,000 out of the deal, but I ain't about to give you the whole $50,000. I give you $165,000 because I go to the bank and buy it for $150,000. So that's all they require.
How is that benefiting the person?
It don't. They don't.
Yeah, they were gonna lose anyway.
Yeah, they was going to, exactly. Yep, they was going to lose it. It only benefit the people in foreclosure if they come up with some type of money.
Mhm.
I'm telling you, I asked my the people that I had my loan with. I was like, well, how many months late before I go into foreclosure? They told me 4. I got on Uber, I got on Grubhub, I did all kinds of shit. As long as I stayed above that 3 months,
you want to know the secret?
I
though?
kept working.
Now look, these people may not listen to it, and if they do, it don't matter because they may not want to do it. But in real life,
They can pay that.
watch this. Their house really ain't foreclosed. Remember, I was telling you this
Yep.
before.
It's not.
And I could show them people how they can really keep their house for, and I would charge that like a big hefty fee because now I showed you how the day your house went in foreclosures, the MERS, that's the whole system, the AIG, American Insurance Group,
No.
American Insurance Group. The day that your house went in foreclosure, they paid it off in full. So in reality, your house is not really in foreclosure. The bank is just looking to make some money off of you now.
Mm.
You gotta think all insurance is every business has to have insurance. True or false?
True.
Right? Every business has to have insurance, no matter what. So in real estate, right? Banks got a dope insurance policy that'll say, and it's written, y'all, that'll say the moment your house go in foreclosure, the insurance is gonna pay for it in full. But what happened is we don't know, and because we lack knowledge, we just let them take it. Watch this. Why did the bank take something that they never put no money in? The bank never paid. The bank never put up no money. You signed a promissory note saying that you was gonna promise to pay whatever they was gonna charge you, and because you was gonna promise to pay whatever was gonna charge you, principal goes to the people who gave you the money. Interest goes to who? The bank. So the bank would just get interest off you. So the moment you go on foreclosure, immediately
There's no more interest.
There's no more interest. There's no more principal because it's paid in full. 100% guarantee, y'all. This is a system that it's been like this for all our life. So your house never go on foreclosure. Now what you need to do is say, they paid on it. So why am I paying the bank? You don't owe the bank. But what happened is the moment you pay the bank, right? Guess what? You now saying this is the property of the bank. So now the bank get a free house. This is how the bank get free houses.
Yeah.
Because now exactly
by giving them
because you didn't know that. Look, it already been paid for. Now I owe this person, and now guess what? You do a whole nother term again. You see what I'm saying?
Wow.
This is stuff we don't know.
That's
So
so
were you able to
sad.
use that with Miss Barbara? Did you call her?
I don't know the number. I didn't know the address.
No, I didn't.
I didn't know
Okay.
anything. Yeah, I didn't know anything.
Yeah,
But
we're gonna talk about
But look,
that.
I can talk to whoever when it comes to foreclosure. I might not give them that information yet. That'll be like the last result. But the first result is I want to see what type of pain they got. How much time? Watch this. The greatest thing I can ask is how much time they got before I can go ahead and buy their property, right? Because like I told you, we in the nick of time. So my thing is I will go in there and try to buy the property.
If you buy their property, they still gotta get, or no, maybe you could rent it to them.
I can't. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
See? Listen.
Yep.
Yo, we could brainstorm. We could buy the property and re-rent it back to them.
Mm-hmm.
We can have them put a second lien on it. Now we take ownership of it in our LLC, and then now you start making the payments. We didn't put a dime into it.
Period.
Why? Because they gave over the title they was about to sell, and because you switched it in somebody else's name, only thing that you might be required for is maybe property tax or whatever, as long as they don't got no liens. So we don't know what type of liens they got, but there's so many ways we can creatively buy this property in foreclosure and then just have that lady, like you said, because that is a situation. I ain't thinking about getting out of this house. They're gonna kick me out of this house. That's how we think, right? People think they're gonna kick me out of this house. So what happened is they never thought about moving somewhere else. So now when they see that, no, this is real, or because the moment somebody buying this house and they gonna come in this house 30 days after, da. So if we was to buy, right, the problem that we would solve that I know that she has is one or two things. Let's buy the property off of her, right? Let's get her credit back in good standings because now we bought the property, right? So now we want to fix your credit by buying your property and getting the thing count right back up. Because the moment we pay it off, right, or not even pay it off, we could probably just make a down payment and keep it in her name.
Mm-hmm.
And now we start making the payments. She turned it over. She signed over the deed to us. We take it in we creatively buy the property.
Mm-hmm.
Now what that do is that helps her credit because now the property stays in her name. And the property stays in her name, like the mortgage, right? Now we talk about the mortgage, not the property. I'm sorry. So if the mortgage stays in her name, the deed goes in our name. So if we pay on the mortgage every month on the behalf of her, what is that doing for her?
Mm-hmm.
Helping her credit go up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I got many different ways we can literally help people. But what happened is when all you think about is one thing, which is the product, you never understand how to sell the problem.
Right.
I'm selling the problem that I'm solving. I know the problem she got, and I got a gang of a solution that I can help her buy.
Rashida said that I was just reading into this. Does he teach others how to do so? I have heard of this before. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. And he actually has a couple of books out about
I
it.
got courses and everything that I've been telling people, like, tap in. These courses are so dummy proof. And like you said, and D said, I went through the hard work. I went through the hard work, so you guys don't have to.
This is our Martin Luther King,
and Malcolm X put together, because I really do go hard for real.
Yes.
But at the same time, I understand there's a time to use peace and there's a time to use war. Right. So in this time, I use war differently by understanding how can I bring peace. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I already understand, like, in this whole game of life, the whole purpose is for us to get an understanding. Once we get an understanding, then guess what? We can stand under.
You better say that again.
You hear me?
All right.
Once you get an understanding, you can stand under. And what does that mean? No matter how heavy it get on your shoulder, you can still stand under because you got to understand it. And once I got that, and whatever God was showing me, how he keeps showing me, I took this whole business concept and I'm running with it, y'all. So my course is really showing you guys how I ran with it. And now you just going to pick it up and run with it like I'm doing.
Right. Yep. Trust me. I'm a product of the product as well. So we run.
I want to do some stuff with Miss Trinity because you're a real hustler for real. Like, in real life. Like, and you created hustlers. Like, you breeded real hustlers. I'm proud of you.
Yep.
Like, I've been paying attention to the whole city. I don't come up, but I know who doing what in the city because I'm in the city, right? And I'm heavy in the city, but people don't know.
Right.
But I'm seeing who else heavy in the city, and your kids keep coming up, and that's dope, Queen. So salute to you because we don't see that a lot, right? We don't see, we don't see African Americans at that, right? Successful in raising kids, being entrepreneurs, and I'm talking about her kids are not small entrepreneurs. They got stuff,
right?
They got several businesses. Like we talk about real businesses, y'all. And this is dope because now we sit next to a mom who can eat from the blessings of her kids.
Right.
You can eat the fruit from the blessings of your kids.
Yes,
and the fruit don't fall far from
the
tree.
Come on, and it don't.
Yes,
and it don't.
yes.
You can't get bad fruit from a good tree. You know what I'm saying? So that let me know you're a good tree.
Well, thank you.
Because you produce
But
good
a
fruit.
few worms do hop off.
Yeah, they most definitely gonna hop on. Yeah, but the tree ain't bad. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
The tree not bad. So I wanted to salute you, Queen, and because I see you do that, whatever I could do to help us, help you, help the world, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Thank you.
Let's
Thank you.
do it. I want to turn some of them things into conversions. Like we could buy those houses, y'all. I'm telling y'all.
Yep.
We could buy those houses.
That's what we need to do because having more control of your finances is the goal, and because that's where you have like what's his name? This is one of my favorite quotes where Scarface says, "You get the money, you get the power."
Yeah.
And we do need power in our people. Our people need power. So
we do.
And that's what I see that Nove is going to give our people more power, financial power. And once that turns around, the floor is going to be more level and more even. And it always happens like a kind of like an explosion, success. It seems like it happens when we see a movie star or an actor or a singer, they just come out of the blue. It just looks like that.
You're right.
But it came from years and years of work.
Yes,
and it's going to be the same for us,
Right.
We're gonna.
And I would see that too. And I would just say, and that's dope because how you say certain stuff is how you gonna see certain stuff. You see what I'm saying? And Nove, beginning, right?
Right, new beginning.
New beginning. So they seeing a new beginning, right? So and if you think about it, whatever begins has to have an ending. But when you got a new beginning, then you don't care about the ending.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So in that, man, they see themselves and always having a new beginning. So if you say having a new beginning, you can always see yourself having a new beginning, and that's always good because the beginning is better. You don't really start from the beginning. You start from experience.
I like the phrase new beginning because the new beginning can start every single day that you wake up. You have a new beginning to make a difference, you know. And my biggest MO is to help more people.
You want to know I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, my biggest thing is to help more people. And that's why I always, before I do anything, I'm just going to say I do talk to my mentors. Calvin is my mentor, and I'm like, hey, Cal, you know, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, we'll run it like this and we'll run it like that. And I take action. I don't just let him talk just to be talking or whatever. I take action, and then I'll get with the team. And that's why we have a team around our table tonight, because we're about to take action on helping more people. Period. Point blank.
She said you want to know my contact.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. I didn't put our banner up. I do apologize.
I could give you my cell phone number too. Now on my banner, that's gonna be my office number. I could give you my cell phone number. If you're still on there, let me know you're still on here. But it's 216. Can we type it into? I could type it.
I'm looking.
I don't know if they can see mine because they're on your page.
No, they can't.
Okay. So
this is all we have here.
All right. Can I put my other number on there?
You sure can. Go ahead and type it in your comment.
They're gonna be able to see my comments though.
Watch.
All right. 216. There we go.
Okay. And share it, and I will share it here.
Oh, that's dope. Oh yeah, because I just see.
Where did you?
That's what team do. That's what teammates do, right?
Yes. Where did you share it?
What don't come out in the wash?
Don't
come out in the rest.
Share.
Oh, I did share. I'm sorry.
You gotta hit send or something.
Yeah, that's how you know I don't really be on it. Where is it? There you go. All right.
There it is.
Yeah, when it comes out in technology, I'm not that guy.
That's okay. I got you back.
Yeah. I ain't gonna be that guy. I ain't gonna even say I don't want to be. I want to be great at what I'm great at, and everything else y'all great at. I'm cool with that.
Awesome.
But that's my number. You could get in contact with me. Text me, give me your information, and then we could go from there. But yeah, when it comes down to real estate and business credit, I'm very well, I would say experienced, because I do it every single day. And anything you do every single day, like you better at least have some type of knowledge. I don't even want to say great, because great comes with the mindset and the discipline, right? But I'm great because I got the discipline and the mindset to want to learn more and grow more, right? So I don't mind shedding some skin to regrow some more, right? So at the end of the day, that's what I do, y'all. I tell people about my experience, and in my experience, I try to figure out how can that help you and what you're going through. And if that can help you go through what you're going through, then guess what? Now you got experience. And for me, outside of time, information is the greatest asset that you have, right? Mm-hmm. Because now once you got information, that's what other people don't have. And that's why we're here now, because we got information other people don't have. And that's why we want to give it to you guys free of charge, right? Because of the value in that. Once you guys grab the information that we're giving you, you take it and you apply it, like you said, right? You apply it, like when she needed it, she applied it. Then you applied it, you know what I'm saying? When you got the turn on it, like we all applied the information that one of us was given or somebody gave, right? And then once we applied it, now what? Now we on to the next one, right?
Right.
So
for sure. So that's pretty much all I have. We were talking about reparations.
I know D, you had some questions for me earlier, bro.
Oh yeah.
Because D said something that was pretty dope. He said the stuff I was telling him. And y'all, if y'all find this informative, let us know. And go ahead and ask us questions, because that's what we're here for. But I know D was asking me, he was telling me something. What you were saying?
What you were telling me about like when you refinance your house.
I
finally understand what you mean by that.
Okay.
And it when I don't know how I found out because of this job. You basically telling me when the value of your house go up, and once the value of your house go up, you can refinance with it. How much? It all depends on how much your house go up. But
come to the screen some more, right there.
Okay. But see, this is the thing about it. They're gonna give you that money, but you have to pay it back. But this is how you make your money back. It's when you sell your home. You add. That's what I finally understand.
Yeah.
See, I ain't know that right there.
Yeah.
Is when you sell your home.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's one way you can make your money back. But you can also do, now you just was talking about refinance, but you could do a cash out refinance.
Oh, for real?
Now,
You definitely
cash,
want to do that.
yeah, now cash out is way better than refinance because you get cash out and you get a refinance at the same time.
But then when you
okay.
refinance, you're refinancing another 30
Yeah,
years.
another
Who
30
wants
years.
to do that? And then
Okay.
so if you're going to refinance, you may as well want to
Get
draw
the
out
cash
some
out
equity.
because you already got equity into it.
Mhm.
So, bro, the way that you talk about, you can do it, right? But you ain't gonna get no money out of it until you sell it.
Right.
And then once you sell it, then you gotta still pay capital gains, and then you gotta get taxed and all that.
Yeah.
But if you do a cash out refinance,
Okay.
they can't tax that because guess what? The bank gave you a whole nother loan.
Mhm.
You can't tax anything that got terms or loan,
Mhm.
right? So that's good debt.
Yep.
So watch this. Now you don't pay no capital gains. Now you don't get taxed. Now you just got, and I do this all the time with our properties. We do cash out refinance. The bank give us at least 60 to 90% LTV, loan to value. And once they give us that money, then guess what? We take that money, we pay ourselves, right? Always pay yourself.
Yeah.
Pay your overhead, pay yourself, and then go use the remaining of that money and put it on another property.
Yeah.
Do that again in another 6 months to a year.
Yep.
Because when you do cash out refinance, the lenders pretty much want to see you actually rent it out for at least 6 months.
Okay.
So they can see cash flow for 6 months, right? So
Mhm.
now I know, okay, it's a rental property.
Yeah.
Once you do that, you can take out the equity.
Mhm.
Now you take out the equity, who's paying for the house? The tenant.
Mhm.
So now you took out that money and you keep doing it, and we keep doing it. So we call that the BRRRR method, right? You buy, you repair,
Uh-huh.
you rent out,
Mhm.
and you refinance.
Okay.
You repeat.
Yeah.
That's the BRRRR.
Yeah.
Buy, repair, refinance.
Let me jot that down.
Go ahead. Yeah, look, write this down, y'all. This is a BRRRR method
Hold on.
that you
Buy,
could do when you actually
repair,
trying to.
rent.
Go ahead. See, you think she's asleep, boy? Look, y'all sleeping on her. She in it. So look, so the BRRRR method, BRRRR.
Mhm.
You buy,
Oh,
you
okay.
repair,
Mhm.
you rent, you refinance, you repeat. That same process.
Yeah. Okay.
I can guarantee you. Listen to me. Outside of creative financing, right? And we'll go into that a whole nother thing. That's probably one of the greatest ways to get some money.
Mhm.
Because now you literally, like, listen to me, y'all. Y'all using a little bit of money, but at the same time, you're only using a little bit of money, and that's only coming from closing costs.
Mhm.
The moment your tenant is making these payments, and because the whole purpose is, right? Let's talk about it again. You buy,
Mhm.
you have to repair.
Mhm.
Because once you repair, you put equity into your house.
Yes.
Now, once you put equity into your house, now you put a renter in there.
Uh-huh.
The renter is now going to pay the property, right?
Yes.
So now you take that to the bank and you do a refinance, a cash out refinance.
Okay.
Now you do a refinance because now the house, let's just say the house is worth 100,000.
Yeah.
After you fix, or the house was 100,000. After you fix it, it's cost 170,000 now.
Mhm.
So now the house worth 170,000. You could go take out at least 60 to 90% of that now, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Go ahead.
well, I really need to stress something, and I'm telling you guys this from experience. When I bought my home, I was not financially literate. So, yep, I was maxing out on my credit cards. I was like, I don't need credit no more. I got a car, I got a home, I'm good. Maxing out my credit cards, just letting my credit go, missing payments and stuff like that. So then when I did lose my job and I tried to refinance my home, I could not. So I was stuck. Oh, good catch. I was stuck with a piece of property that I could do nothing with because it's designed that way. You know, when I bought my home, I only needed a 620 credit score, and that was all fine and dandy. But to refi, they wanted me to have a 720 credit score. So
And that jumped up.
that
It
jumped
used to be
up.
like a
So
680 and 620.
yep. So now, you know, you guys, credit is very important. Even though you have a piece of property, don't think that you can do what you want to do with it. We're still at some type
They still
of
only give you
hold.
that money, and not to cut you off, but so I don't forget, they only give you that much money with your credit.
Mhm.
So if you got a higher credit score, then they give you more LTV, loan to value. They give you like that 90% LTV. If your credit score is sky high, they loan you 90% of what your house is worth.
Mhm.
If your credit score is not that high, they only gonna probably loan you nothing
Right.
or 60%,
Mhm.
right? So your credit do make a big difference. She got a question. What did she say right here?
The equity line of credit. That's what you were teaching me about.
HELOC.
Home equity
Yeah,
line of
HELOC.
credit. Mhm.
Okay, what she said.
Let's see
I'm
what
in
the
the
question is.
process. Okay.
I'm in the process of doing that. I only owe 20K left on my home. Heritage.
To me.
Yep. She's been paying over 6 years for no credit because it's on her deceased mom's name.
Okay.
So what would you like to do with that property? Can you take out a home equity line of credit because it's in your mom's name? That would be a question for Calvin.
Yes. You can, but you have to go through certain type of. Let me ask you this: Did you get the house through probate? And if you got it through probate, that's dealing with the lawyer. When you if I'm hearing it correctly, I don't want to say that she said her mom.
Okay, it's been a long, drawn out process. I can't see that far. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, so it's been a long, drawn out process, but she's not educated. She's been taking things longer.
The other people I have came in contact with, y'all are amazing.
Oh, we love you too.
No, most definitely, Queen, for sure. Let me get more information, and then I can for sure help you and see what's the best thing we could do. Because I will honestly say, if you want to sell it, I'm always in the process of buying it. But before I buy anything, I want to see how I can help you keep it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So go ahead and take down his number, Rashida, and definitely reach out to him.
I want to see how I can help you keep it, because if we can help you keep it, we can keep something that your mom, she probably was going to do. You know what I mean? Or even if she wasn't, now you can do. You know what I'm saying? So. We could keep it rolling for you.
I would always say, keep the properties. You know what I'm saying? You can use them as cash cows. You can also use them as investment properties, Airbnbs. They're assets. They're not liabilities. Now you're going to sell this property to go buy another one? I say hang on to as many properties as you can, ladies and gents.
Because in this way, it's like I say, I can give you so much information. I just need to know which direction you want to take, and then we could go from there, because I could give you so many loopholes to how we can get it and figure it out.
Yep.
And you can make some money out. Well, you could create value. You know what I'm saying? I want to change my vocabulary when I say make money, because I feel like if you create value, money is going to be made regardless. You know what I'm saying? So
I love it. She said she was told to become the successor over the account. The mortgage company wouldn't let her add her name to the original.
Yeah, and they won't. They won't. Because
so what does she do in that case?
So what you do is, if she only owed $20,000 on the loan, which mortgage company is it? Because it should be some type of standard. You are a heir to your mom, and if they pass it to you through probate, that's what I'm saying. Like, it all depends on the rules. If they pass it to you through probate,
I think that is that she did get it through probate, if I'm not mistaken.
If you got it through probate, then I don't see why they didn't quick deed it over and put it in your name. I have $150,000 in equity, if not more. She
lives in the home.
I own land in which my name.
She wants to fix it up and keep it.
And that's what I would say.
Draw out the equity and then fix it up with that.
First of all, we got to get it in the name, because all of that will be for naught, right? You know what I'm saying? But they like I said, it all depends on how they gave it to her. If the probate gave it to her, they should have handled all that stuff, and it should have been properly signed over and something put in your name. So let me ask you this: is the title and deed in your name, but not the mortgage? That's the question that I need to know.
For the contract of the mortgage, which got sold to another company, they would not allow it.
And they would, right? Because that's how they do for the contract. But watch it, I can get you the rules of that. Is your name on the deed at least?
On any,
if your name on the deed, it don't need to be on the mortgage. I can show you how we could do some stuff with that, and that's dope. Because the mortgage,
we hung out with her in Atlanta. She was like our chauffeur.
For real?
Yeah. Well, not our chauffeur, our business partner. I'll just put it like that.
The mortgage is just a receipt showing that somebody paid for something, right? And or paying on something. So the mortgage is something totally different from who owns it. If you got a mortgage, that don't mean you own it. That they just lend you the money. You know what I'm saying? Like, you still own it, they just hold it.
So she owns a loan, but they own the property.
Correct. I have the deed in my name. I pay taxes. Good. Okay. So boom, bam. That's
She was not included in the escrow. Thank God. Okay.
It was not okay. So if you got the deed and everything in your name, that's officially your home. So what happened is now it's in your mom's name in the mortgage. We can't try to clearly read what company, because you still pay the mortgage. Let's see if we get in contact with the mortgage and see, but we don't really need it. And we don't really need the mortgage. The mortgage is, as long as we make the payments, right? We what we can do is, right, because you can actually buy it out, right? You can actually buy the house, and because it's already in your name, so you could just transfer over it's already in your name, or the mortgage. Do a refinance and put it in your name. That's what I would suggest. Let's do a refinance. Well, it's in your mom's name. Does she have a will?
She said, I pay as authorized user, but it's still in her name. How could it be in her name and she's deceased? Isn't there a way to get around that?
Yeah, let me do some more information on a couple of my people who actually works in the office to where they can give me information as far as like mortgage people, so my lenders, and see if they ever came across a situation like this to where, and I do know mortgage people sell the rights to other people, and so the original person don't have it, so whoever bought it, they're not really the original person. So we always got to go to the root of everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but there's still laws and rules. We got to see what the contract say to where at least it can now be transferred in your name because you are the heir, you are, you do have it in your name. And like I said, that's just the mortgage. And I mean, and if we want to be technical, if they want to play like that, even though you authorize user, I don't even want to say that because if you authorize user, you can't mess up a dead person credit, right? So I'm about to say it ain't like you got.
We're gonna say that for y'all private conversation,
right? Yeah.
Because we don't, yeah. We're gonna say that for y'all's private conversation.
Call me, yeah, and we'll most definitely talk about it because I can come up with ways
as a disclosure. We ain't trying to.
Yeah, I can come up with ways.
Okay. Awesome.
I have been close to on credit card, but I don't want to ruin my debt ratio DTI. If I try to get refinance or equity line, that makes sense. Yes, mortgage has been sold about 3 times since the the mortgage is gonna always do that. That ain't that we can switch and change, and that's done because they're gonna keep doing that. But let me get in contact with my lenders and see how can we do that and get that, because they're gonna keep doing that. Mortgage people will do that. They're gonna keep doing it as long as you got the life of the loan. You say you only owe 20. I mean, hell, can we pay the 20 off and then do it like that? I mean, which we can, but we'll figure it out. Right. Give me a call.
Right. So, yep, it is the top of the hour, Multi-Millionaire Calvin. And did Calvin answer all the questions that you had about the refines and stuff like that you were running across?
For that one lady, I know what we're going to do for her.
What are we going to do?
We are going to let her rebuy her own property because the bank wants it. So what did you say about if the bank in the insurance, it's already paid off because it went into foreclosure, but she just doesn't know about that.
She just don't know about it. It's already paid off. Okay. If she want to go through that hassle, she can, because you got to take them to court. But she gonna win because it's in every law that it has to be paid off. No, just like a car. If a car get totaled, real quick, watch this. It's no different. If a car get totaled, your insurance do what?
Pay off what they need to pay.
Yeah, they pay off. Yeah, exactly.
They total
so they total it exactly. So it's paid off. So you don't got to go back and be like, no, you don't know. It's paid off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
more money on it.
Everything has to have insurance, and insurance is there to cover your butt when somebody else messes you up.
So how are they able to put that upside down balance on your credit if it hasn't accumulated interest because it's total? You see what I'm saying?
If you go the extra step and find out how much they're able to resell the note for,
that's what it is. They sell your note. That's what we call it. Yeah, you can sell your note. We got to see how much time she got and when she's looking to get out of her house. That's the main. I think I've seen something about 300,000. Mm-hmm. We'll see, because that depends on what she owe, right? Mm-hmm. So whatever she owe, that's the most important thing.
Right.
We'll worry about everything else later. Because right now you got to get a bank what they want. Mm-hmm. So we could, and that's something that if she will allow one of us to get on the phone and become a representative for her, we get on the phone. We could talk to the bank while she's on the phone and ask questions to see what can we do to actually help her get in, back in position. As far as that making a payment, because she might can make a payment if somebody else co-signed. Right. Mm-hmm. And I know you was talking about that earlier too, though, like a family member. But would one of us do it, because now we're taking on a whole new different business venture, right? So I mean, it's ways we can do it. I just gotta see what's her real motivation and pain point, both of those. Mm-hmm. I gotta see what she motivated to do and what's the pain that's making her motivated to do it.
Okay.
Right. Well, there you have it. Thursday Night Cream, where credit rules everything around me. That's all I have for tonight. You guys get out Multi-Millionaire Cal. If you need help with anything else, credit rules everything around me, get at me, kimscreditleverage.com, and we will see you on the other side.
Check out my website, mygroundwillberespected.com. You can also check out my other website, www.promise, PROMYES properties.com. mygroundwillberespected.com and promiseproperties.com. My ground will be respected. It's giving you a lot of information as far as credit, real estate, everything, property, promised properties, straight real estate. So go check out the properties I got, the stuff I'm selling, the whole nine.
Right, definitely. You definitely want to get that book.
Yeah.
Where can we reach you, Shanita Lynn, my friend?
Well, my email, Shanita Lynn, your friend @gmail.com. But you know what? I'm in partnership with my family at the Urban Central Marketplace, 501 North Shelton. We have several events this weekend. Just go on Facebook, type in the Urban Central Marketplace, and you can see our schedule and what we have planned. But it'd be awesome if everybody could show up for the candlelight vigil Sunday at 6:30 in honor of our brothers and sisters that were killed in New York, in Buffalo, New York. And if you don't know about that, just Google it. But it is a sad time, but we do want to show honor for those who lost their lives. 501 North Shelton, the Urban Central Marketplace.
Absolutely. And then on a brighter note, and I will be there in attendance. On a brighter note, we are going to start doing Wednesdays karaoke and what?
Cash and karaoke.
Yes. So we'll be talking about finances, and we'll also be doing karaoke. Go ahead and hit it up.
Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the
move. And where can we get at you?
You can hit me up my email, dspence99@icloud.com. Just call me 229-526-0247.
And in case you guys didn't catch that, he is a Turo host with the most. Okay, so get at us if you want to know anything about what we do and how we do it. We are here to serve you.
You already know it's a movement out of Miami. We're gonna birth a nation, and our ground will be respected. Peace.
Peace. See you guys next week, same time, same place. We love each and every one of you. Be great on purpose. Neighborhood.